this video we're going to repair this burst pipe. A friend of mine recently had this problem and he tried to call out 5 plumbers who were all too busy to come, and his insurance company also didn't want to know. So in this video I'm going to show you how to fix this using some push fit pipe and 2 push fit couplings. The first thing we need to do is isolate the water supply. That can normally be done by turning off the stopcock, which is normally underneath the kitchen sink. However, it could be in a different position in your property. Now we've isolated the water, we're going to take a pipe slice. We're going to cut out the damaged piece of pipe. You will notice that there's a fitting there. You could actually reuse that if you wanted to, but we're just going to cut above that and below that, and then we're going to put a piece of John Guest Speedfit in there and 2 push fit fittings. And that is the split in the pipe. Now I'm going to take this deburring tool. That will deburr the copper pipe internally and externally, and that will ensure that there are no burrs. I'm actually just going to use a piece of Scotch-Brite pad. That will ensure that there are no burrs on the pipe at all. I'm now going to take a John Guest Speedfit fitting, and I'm going to ensure that that is in the open position so that the collets can be pushed in. I'm going to push that onto the pipe, ensuring it goes all the way on. Once that's on there, I'm then going to turn the top half of the fitting to lock that in position. If you're not familiar with these John Guest Speedfit fittings, these actually twist to lock. So if that is in the locked position like so, it pushes that collet out at the end, and that prevents you from putting the pipe in fully. So you do need to ensure that these are in the unlocked position like so before you go inserting the pipe. So we're just going to push that onto the pipe as far as it will go. Then once it's on there, we're going to twist it to lock that in position. Like so. We now need to get a piece of John Guest Speedfit pipe. And we're just going to measure between the centre of that fitting and that fitting, and we're going to cut this to the correct length. We now need to take a pipe insert. That is a 15mm Sure Seal John Guest insert. We need to push that into the end of the pipe. And we need to do the same at the other end. You need to ensure they are all the way in. Once you've done that, you can then take your piece of pipe and push that into the first fitting, ensuring it goes all the way in. You can then lock that fitting in position. We can then do the same at the other end. Simply push that in there all the way, and then we can lock that in position as well. So that is it. That is how easy it is to repair a burst pipe. We're now just going to turn the water back on, and we're just going to check that for leaks. Obviously that should be fine now, it's been repaired, and that should last a lot longer. The beauty of using plastic pipe is if that freezes in future, that will expand and then contract when it thaws rather than splitting like copper pipe does. So the water's now been turned back on, and you can see that we've got absolutely no leak there whatsoever. Just to prove it to you, we'll open the tap above. The only thing we need to do now is flush out the pipe thoroughly, because there could be some little bits of copper in there from when we deburred it. I hope you found this video useful. If you have and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel.